Chatting with Brian Hoops, Midwest Market Solutions, and Brian, a little bit of a curveball thrown at us the other day, Friday, when we got the news on the Trump tariffs. We weren't exactly sure when that was going to come down. It kind of came down all of a sudden, and it didn't really rattle the cage too much, though, like I thought it would.
You know what? We had an initial reaction. We saw soybeans sell off at 14 cents right after the report came out. Then they started to pair some losses, and it became apparent by midday when President Trump started speaking that he had a backup plan. And as we know, he's not going down without a fight. So he had a plan to impose tariffs and enacted that over the weekend. Now, he's using the 1974 Trade Act, Section 122, to put tariffs, global tariffs, at 15%. That'd be an increase from 10%. And continues to see this volatility. Now, normally markets don't like uncertainty, and we saw a little sell-off overnight over the weekend as a reaction to that. But now things are finding a good bit and pushing back to the plus side along with corn, as I think the trade realizes there's not much going to change. We're still looking at tariffs to try and get some trade agreements, and these countries that are not willing to work with the U.S. or reach some sort of trade agreement will be looking at these tariffs. And, some countries will certainly honor the trade agreements they've already made. Some will make some new ones. And I don't think anything really has changed too much as far as agriculture and the trade agreements with President Trump.
Over in livestock here right now, though, we are looking at cattle taking a little bit of a bump here. What's happening here?
Yeah, it just came out a few minutes ago when the cattle market really sold off. The workers had voted 90% in favor of going on strike at a JBS kill facility in Greeley, Colorado. I believe it's a 5,500-day slaughter facility, and sounds like, with that plant likely to close, we could see this plant maybe dark for 2 to 3 months. There is a contract loophole that they can declare maintenance and not have to pay the workers that are going on strike during that time frame. So it certainly is not going to be easy on those workers that are wanting higher wages at this time, especially the packers are hard pressed because they're losing a lot of dollars per head. This morning it was estimated about $350 a head for every animal they're killing. They are losing that much money. They don't have a lot of margins to work with to pay higher wages. So they may end up going dark for some time here, and that has put a lot of pressure against the cattle market. And of course, we overreacted and fell sharply lower. We're starting to come back just a little bit. I think the market's probably going to anticipate there'll be other plants that will stay open, and we can absorb this loss, or maybe even add some kills at other facilities to help make up for the loss of slaughter of that many animals per day.